I welcome you all to Focus of the Day session of ANALYST IAS. In this particular session, we will discuss about the topic cross-border electricity trade. We will have this particular discussion in the following series. First, why in news, followed by key highlights, followed by prelims practice question, followed by mains practice question. But before we start our discussion, I want you all to be informed about very important course for UPSC CSE 2023. The first one is Polity class, which will start from 21st of November. Second one is CSET class, which will start from 14th of November. And third one is Current 365 class, which will start from 9th of January 2023. And along with that, we will soon launch Public Administration optional course. So you can inquire about any of the following on the given number, and you can also visit our official address, that is in Old Rajinder Nagar market. So now let's move on to other topic of discussion and see why it is in news. In a boost to India's effort to create a regional power grid, cross-border electricity trade has been taking place on the Indian Energy Exchange. Central Electricity Regulatory Commission has issued the notification of CBET, that is Cross-Border Electricity Trade Regulation in the year 2019, and CBET rules were notified in March 2021 by the Central Electricity Authority, and Nepal is the first country to avail this benefit of buying day-ahead power from power exchange. So this brings cross-border electricity trade into news. Now we will first see the cross-border trade of electricity regulation 2019. These regulations shall be applicable to the participating entities in India and the neighboring countries which are engaged in cross-border trade of electricity with India. Cross-border trade of electricity between India and the neighboring country shall be allowed through mutual agreement between Indian entities and the entities of the neighboring country under the overall framework of agreement signed. The designated authority appointed by the Ministry of Power, Government of India shall be responsible for facilitating the process of approval and laying down the procedure for import and export of electricity. The Transmission Planning Agency shall be responsible for planning of the transmission system for the purpose of facilitating cross-border trade of electricity. For India, this function shall be discharged by the designated authority. Settlement Nodal Agency shall be responsible for settling all change pertaining to grid operation, including operating charge, charge for deviation, and other charges related to transaction with a particular neighboring country. The Central Transmission Utility shall be responsible for granting long-term access and medium-term open access with respect to cross-border trade of electricity. The National Load Dispatch Center shall be responsible for granting short-term open access, and it shall act as a system operator for the cross-border trade of electricity between India and the neighboring country. And tariff for import of the electricity by the Indian entity shall be determined through a process of competitive bidding as per the tariff policy. Tariff for export of electricity to entities of a neighboring country by the Indian entities through long-term or medium-term or short-term agreement or discovered through the competitive bidding. Where the tariff for import or export of electricity is mutually agreed, the same shall be final. So this was about the regulation. Now we will discuss about various organizations like Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. It is a statutory body functioning with quasi-judicial status under the Electricity Act 2003. CERC or Central Electricity Regulatory Commission is a key regulator of the power sector in India and is headquartered in New Delhi. CERC is constituted for rationalizing of electricity tariffs and transparent policies regarding subsidies, promotion of efficient and environmentally benign policies, and for matter connected to the electricity tariff regulation. The next important body is Central Electricity Authority. It is a statutory organization constituted in 1951 and it works as per the Electricity Act 2003. New Delhi is the headquarters of the Central Electricity Authority, and CEA advises the government on policy matter and formulate plans for the development of electricity system. The CEA is also responsible for concurrence of hydropower development scheme of central, state and private sector. So this was all about this particular news. Now we will move on to our prelims practice question, which says consider the following statement about OSOWOG initiative. First is the idea was first mooted by India at ISA. Second, the project has been taken up under the Technical Assistance Program of the World Bank. You have to pick up the correct statement. Your options are A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, and D, neither 1 nor 2. So answer this particular question and write it in comment box. I will answer this question in my next video. Now we will discuss yesterday's question. With reference to Nath Prabhu Kempe Gowda, consider the following statement. He is a 17th century architect of Bijapur Sultanate. Second, he is credited as the founder of Bengaluru city. So the correct answer for this particular question is B, as he belonged to Vijayanagar Empire. Now we will discuss our mains practice question, which says discuss the significance of OSOWOG initiative. You have to answer this particular question in 250 words. Write your answer and send it to us on our WhatsApp number to get it reviewed. So this is all for today. Stay tuned with Analyst IAS to get further update. Thank you.